Finally, an extremely important sector is in your economy is business process outsourcing. BPO is rapidly transforming into digital business, including AI, and German banks and insurers want this work to be done in the Philippines. And with our expertise, we stand ready to support your country in transition to the state-of-the-art technologies. Finally, there are two concrete things which we can do. In the labor market, for example, we can advance collaboration in upskilling the people of the Philippines in the digital area. With good training, the Philippines' young generation will be your country's greatest asset. Reskilling, upskilling, and good competence in advanced technologies helps transition workers into new jobs. In January, Siemens and Festo signed agreements with the Philippines on technical education. They are intended to give workers access to the technologies they need to advance the economy and respond to the fast-changing dynamics of today's industry. We should do more like this, and the German Chamber of Commerce in Manila is eager to promote such types of collaboration. And the biggest potential impact of all lies in more open relations. Let's start and finalize the EU-Philippine trade agreement so we can trade and exchange more goods, more ideas in the spirit of the success. President Marcos, I look forward to our exchange today to make a first step in transforming the collaboration of our countries, and we are all excited about what lies ahead of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Busch. Representing the German Federal Ministry of Economic Affairs and Climate Action, we now welcome Parliamentary State Secretary Stefan Wenzel for his greeting address.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, esteemed Secretary Pascual, Dr. Busch, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be here with you today. The German-Philippine Business Forum highlights the strong mutual interest in our bilateral economic cooperation. It is a wonderful opportunity to discuss how we can further consolidate and expand our fields of collaboration. The Indo-Pacific is of crucial importance not only for our foreign economy policies, but also at strategic level. Therefore, in its policies guidelines for the Indo-Pacific, the German federal government has made it clear that we understand the need to rebalance and strengthen our activities in the Asia-Pacific region and to firmly advocate a value and rules-based international order in this most diverse, most dynamic, and most rapidly growing region of the world. We are seeking to diversify our economic relations so as to reduce existing and avoid new critical dependencies of our supply chains on individual markets. Diversification can also help to speed up the green, sustainable and digital transitions. Furthermore, our government's Indo-Pacific guidelines invite our partners in this region to share with us their ideas and proposals for more in-depth cooperation. The Republic of Philippines is one of Germany's key trading partners in the Indo-Pacific, and our country therefore plays a major role in our efforts to diversify. Globally, there is intense competition by states to attract foreign direct investments. In order to be successful, a favorable framework for international companies is crucial. And, of course, when it comes to specific investment projects, the assessments of the company involved are decisive. I therefore very much appreciate today's chance to discuss the opportunities to deepen and to widen the German-Philippines economic relations. Opening up markets and creating a healthy regulatory environment are key to fostering and boosting international trade and investment. To this end, the importance of mutually favorable free trade agreements cannot be overstated. The federal government therefore supports the EU trade agenda, which aims at concluding free trade agreements with partners, especially in the Indo-Pacific. And against this backdrop, the federal government would very much welcome a swift resumption of the negotiation on a free trade agreement between the EU and the Philippines, which were suspended in 2017. It is encouraging that preparatory talks between the European Commission and the Philippine government have been concluded recently. Germany and the Philippines are also close partners in our joint fight against man-made climate change. We work together, for example, at the conference in Dubai, and the discussions we had with a lot of other countries who signed the Paris Agreement. And the Philippines, with its thousands of islands, is severely affected by climate change and is therefore a priority country for our international climate initiative. Through this initiative, Germany is investing more than 61.9 million euros for bilateral climate action in current and planned projects in the Philippines, predominantly in the areas of climate adaptation and climate change mitigation. We are particularly pleased that our new bilateral project is named Transcend, with a planned funding volume of 36.8 million euros, has been selected jointly with the government of the Philippines. Transcend will be officially launched in Manila in late March, in the next days. I will have the honor to attend this launch in person, and I'm much looking forward to my visit to the Philippines. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, the program of my upcoming visit to the Philippines will include the next meeting of the Philippine-German Joint Economic Committee. For this, I very much appreciate the opportunity to gain in-depth insights here today, which will be very valuable for our fruitful talks in Manila later this month. I am thus very much looking forward to our today's talks and discussions. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the organizers of this forum, commend them on their impressive efforts, and wish you all an inspiring event and a good days here in Berlin. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words, State Secretary Wenzel. At this point of the program, we shall having the turnover of LOIs and the exchange of MOUs and MOAs. Allow me, please, to invite His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. To come to the stage to witness the event. For the LOI turnover, also please be allowed to call DTI Secretary Alfredo Pascual and the representative of Siemens Healthineers, please come to the stage. We have three letters of intent to be turned over to the government of the Philippines today, both issued by Siemens Healthineers through its 100% owned subsidiary in Manila, Siemens Healthcare Incorporated. The first letter of intent declares the intention of Siemens Healthineers to explore the opportunities in the Philippines on setting up training center in partnerships with tertiary government hospital, which shall aim to, among other things, address the shortage of skilled radiologists and radiographers in the Philippines by providing comprehensive training programs, the development of comprehensive curriculum for at least 100 radiographers that shall cover all aspects of mammography screening, including anatomy, pathology, imaging techniques, equipment operations, radiation safety, and image interpretation. And C, promote the Philippines as a training hub in ASEAN or other neighboring countries for radiographers and radiologists. The second letter of intent declares the intention of Siemens Healthineers to explore the opportunities in the Philippines for development of an innovation think tank using the hub and spoke model digital partnerships in healthcare for Philippine government hospitals. In the presence of His Excellency Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the following representatives of Siemens Healthineers are present today and turn over the copies of LOI to the Philippine government. Michael Schermer, President and Managing Director, Siemens Healthineers Philippines. Paola Villaforte, Finance Director of Siemens Healthineers Philippines. Philip Fischer, Head of Computed Tomography of Siemens Healthineers Global. Thank you. Representing and accepting the LOIs on behalf of the Philippine government is State Secretary Alfredo Pascual of the Philippine Department of Trade and Industry. Can we ask President Marcos Jr. to remain on stage and to witness the next 5 agreements to be exchanged? Next, we have the exchange of signed copies of a memorandum of agreement between EC Industrial Technologies and Robert Bosch Inc. Can we have both company representatives join the President Marcos on stage? The MOI embodies both companies' intention to collaborate in identifying the areas of business that are made to explore and discuss to advance and expand their cooperation. This may include, but not limited to, potential collaboration in mobility solutions, software services, manufacturing, factory automation, logistics services, energy security, safety systems for buildings, consumer applicants, and healthcare. In the presence of His Excellency Ferdinand Marcos R. Jr., the following representatives of the companies will be exchanged the pre-signed copies of MOA. AC Industrial Technology Holding Inc., Mr. Jamie Alfonso Sobe de Ayala, CEO and President. And for Robert Bosch, Mr. Vijay Ramapake, President of Bosch Southeast Asia. Thank you. And a warm applause. Next is the Memorandum of Understanding between Trion Trade Inc. and Wattkraft GmbH. Can we have the representative of both Trion and Wattkraft join us on stage, please? This MOU highlights the agreement of both companies to work exclusively together and establish a framework for cooperation between Wattkraft GmbH and Trion Trade Inc. in establishing a vertically integrated solar cell manufacturing facility in the Philippines, estimated to cost between 3.2 and 3.5 billion euro, and create a fully integrated solar energy industry in the country that will further the country's goal of realizing a sustainable energy development infrastructure. In the presence of the presidents, the following representatives of the companies will today exchange pre-signed copies of the Memorandum of Understanding. For the Trion Trade Inc., it's Mr. Shazyakov, Chairman and CEO, and for Wattkraft GmbH, Mr. Marco Lamsunger, Chairman and CEO. Thank you. Next, we witnessed the exchange of a signed copy of Memorandum of Agreement between Trion Inc. and Sanovita Productions and Vertriebs GmbH Sanovita. Can we have both company representatives join President Marcos Jr. on stage, please? The MOA formalizes both companies' intention working exclusively together and establishing a joint venture partnership between Sanovita and Trion to bring organic farming technology to establish an integrated organic corporate farming facility in the Philippines and to create an integrated organic farm food production infrastructure in the country that will further the country's goal of realizing highly efficient, sustainable, chemical-free organic food production program. In the presence of the presidents, to allow the following representatives of both companies today exchange pre-signed copies of Memorandum of Understanding. Again, for Trion Trade Inc., Mr. Roland Shazyakov is Chairman and CEO. Representing Sanovita is Mr. Gerd Dieterle, Executive Director, and Harald Breitlinger, Chair and CEO. Sorry. Thank you. Can we please have the representatives of Trion, Meyer Group, and Mobilversichert join the President Marcos on stage, please? This MOA pertains to agreement between the Meyer Group, Mediation GmbH, Mobilversichert GmbH, and Trion Management Corporation to work in establishing a life and non-life insurance platform in the Philippines, a data center that will cater the needs of the insurance industry in the region and create a fully integrated digital insurance industry in the country. The agreement also calls the two parties to organize and establish a life and non-life insurance company independent of a digital insurance platform. Again, in the presence of the presidents, the following two representatives of the companies are today exchanged the pre-signed copies of a Memorandum of Agreement for the Meyer Group, Rolf Meyer, Chairman and CEO, for Mobilversichert GmbH, Mr. David Scheuermann, CEO, and for Trion Management Corporation, again, Mr. Roland Shazyakov, Chairman and CEO. Thank you. Now we come to the last and final agreement. This agreement we have today is a Memorandum of Understanding between Dieter Geike GmbH of Germany and Trion Trade Inc. of the Philippines. Can we have the representatives of Dieter Geike GmbH please join us on stage? The MOU embodies the parties' agreement to work together and establish an 35 million euro joint venture partnership to bring vehicle modification, armoring, and military-grade vehicles technology and manufacturing to the Philippines. In the presence of His Excellency Ferdinand Marcos R. Jr., the following representative of both companies will today exchange pre-signed copies of Memorandum of Understanding. For Geiger GmbH, Mr. Dieter Geiger, founder and CEO, and for Trion Management, again, Roland Shizuyaku. Thank you. Congratulations also from my side. Okay, this was a lot. Now I would like to call Secretary Alfredo Pascual of the Philippine Department of Trade and Industry to deliver brief remarks and introduce the keynote speaker of this afternoon. Mr. Secretary.
Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., his guests from Germany, esteemed members of the Philippine delegation, good afternoon. As a representative of the Philippine government, under the visionary leadership of President Marcos Jr., I express my appreciation to all for your attendance. Today we convene this Philippines-Germany Business Forum, symbolizing a strong bilateral economic relations between our two nations and the boundless potential that lies ahead for partnership. We have seen agreements that have been exchanged and shared with us. These agreements only signify the confidence of German businesses placed on the Philippines, but they also underscore the alignment of our economic priorities, spanning key sectors such as healthcare, manufacturing, innovation, agriculture, and renewable energy. These are ventures hold promise of shared prosperity and sustainable development. At this point, I have the distinct honor to introduce the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., who will deliver his keynote address. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our Trade and Industry Secretary, Secretary Fred Pascual, for your introduction. And thank you all for the warm welcome that you have extended to myself and to the delegation. I would like, of course, to greet the Parliament State Secretary, Stefan Wenzel, who has joined us here today, the Asia-Pacific Committee of German Businesses, Chairman Roland Busch, all our German partners from the private sector who have already played and hopefully will continue to play an important role in the transformation of our economy. The part that the private sector plays in our transformation is a central one, and it is going to be extremely important in the future. And I believe that this is the case in the now more interconnected global economy. So to the esteemed business leaders who are already in the Philippines, in Germany, and my fellow colleagues in government, and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Guten Tag. I personally bear the great significance of this visit, as I note that this is the first time in 10 years that a Philippine president has visited Germany. It is addressed the business community here in Berlin. The timing is auspicious, as it coincides with the celebration of the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries. As the biggest economy in the EU, both in GDP and population, and the global force in technology and innovation, Germany is certainly one of the countries where we look forward to further fostering strong business partnerships and collaborations between our two countries. Last year was a testament to the continuing confidence of Germany in the Philippines as a partner in the Asia-Pacific and the ASEAN region by leading among the countries in terms of investments. We are grateful for the interest of German companies to support the Philippines' commitment to sustainability and climate resiliency through the renewable energy investments that we received and were accounted as the top sector from Germany in 2023. To further support these investments, we have put in place several energy transition policies, including investment enablers designed to incentivize energy efficiency. We are also working on developing programs that will support and facilitate the efforts to decarbonize our economy. I have high hopes that we can welcome the opportunity for greater cooperation on climate change and energy transition. Aligned with our efforts on decarbonization, we are positioning ourselves as a regional hub for smart and sustainable manufacturing. And to achieve this, we are at the forefront of attracting sustainability-driven strategic investments powered by renewable energy. We also recognize that there are complementarities to be explored in critical minerals, and certainly we are open to having a dedicated dialogue with your companies on the sustainable processing of green metals. This will be further supported by our strong adherence to high labor and environmental standards. The Philippines also takes pride in being an ideal destination for complementation in both manufacturing and in services. Recent global challenges, especially those highlighted by the pandemic, have underscored the dangers of limited sourcing or concentrating supplies in one single country. The urgent need to diversify production locations and explore alternative materials to de-risk and minimize disruptions in supply chains has become self-evident to us and to the world. Moreover, the transition to a low-carbon or net-zero scenario has further propelled the de-risking threat. The Philippines and Germany both have aspirations for de-risk and diversified production and market value chains, which future-proofs our economies from the geopolitical vagaries of our times. Our mutual commitment to democracy and a rules-based global order makes for a robust and enduring foundation for a sustainable partnership in trade and investment. We are grateful for the support that we have received from Siemens today with their commitment and continued confidence in Filipino talent. This, being witnessed with the presence of Dr. Bush, is an honor for the Philippines, not only in his official capacity as the CEO of Siemens Group, but also as the chairman of APA. Dr. Bush, we stand ready to welcome you and other representatives of German business and government should you consider bestowing on my country the honor of hosting the Asia-Pacific or APK conference or APK in the coming years. I invite esteemed German business leaders to continue to keep in mind the Philippines as a reliable partner that can support your market expansion and your operations. We remain steadfast in our commitment to purposeful reforms, evident in key legislative amendments, amendments to the Public Service Act, Foreign Investments Act, Retail Trade and Liberalization Act, and Renewable Energy Act mark a new era for strategic investments. Coupled with streamlined business registration, infrastructure development, and a comprehensive tax reform program, the CREATE Act, these reforms position the Philippines as one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. In fact, we are in the process of even improving the reforms under the CREATE Act. Our overhaul of fiscal incentive structures and responsive policies, including those that facilitate public-private partnerships, all play a pivotal role in promoting private sector participation. The establishment of the Maharlika Investment Fund, the Philippines Sovereign Wealth Fund, underscores our dedication to financing priority projects and driving socio-economic impact. We prioritize the ease of doing business, exemplified by efforts to simplify tax payments and to streamline regulations, showcasing our unwavering support for businesses. Executive Order number 18, which I have also signed, establishes green lanes for strategic investments, and it simplifies procedures and reduces bureaucratic hurdles that a potential investor might have to face. I am pleased to announce the enactment of the following priority bills: the PPP, or Public-Private Partnership Code of the Philippines, and this paves the way for greater participation of the private sector, both domestic and foreign, in the country's infrastructure development. And the Internet Transactions Act, which provides the framework for a robust digital economy, aligning the country's policy with the demands of the 21st century. Germany's support is vital to the country's reapplication to the EU's GSP Plus and for the resumption of negotiations for a Philippine-EU free trade agreement. These are what we hope to continue to resonate in the conduct of the second session of the Philippine-Germany Joint Economic Commission on 27 March of this year that we will host in Manila. The Philippines welcomes the continued participation of the private sector in the discussions of the JEC. So in closing, let me reiterate our gratitude for your presence and your active engagement in this forum. Together, let us embark on a journey and strengthen the economic ties, mutual growth, shared successes. The members of my economic team will ensure that the support needed for growing your investments is extended in a timely and comprehensive way. Together with you, as our strategic partner, we can make these investments happen in the Philippines. Velen danken and mabuhay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. May I ask you to come to the stage again and ask Dr. Bush, State Secretary Wenzel, and Secretary Pascual also to come to the stage to give the audience the opportunities to make photos. Thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Your Excellency Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for gracing this event. We wish you and your delegation a successful visit to Germany. Please let us give the opportunity, give the President and his team a warm applause. Thank you.